hard to follow some of the speakers that you've just heard from, including the great leader Frank Pallone and Anna Eshoo and so many others. But I want to thank all of you and everyone here this evening for once again demonstrating the strong bipartisan support Armenian Americans have in Congress. Some may not know, but I'm from Worcester, Massachusetts, which is one of the oldest places where Armenian Americans have lived and thrived. The first Armenian church in the Western Hemisphere was built in Worcester, Massachusetts in 1891. And we'll be here for an Armenian festival on Saturday. And the first Armenian evangelical church was also built in Worcester in 1901. So Armenian Americans have always been a strong, welcome, and important part of Worcester and my congressional district. Since my first day in office, they have shared with me their hopes and concerns for Central Massachusetts, the nation, and for what the world needs to do to end genocide wherever it is taking place. As was mentioned, I co-chair the Tom Lantos Human Rights Commission. And the biggest champions for human rights, not just for the Armenian people, but for people all over the world, is the Armenian community here in the United States, and I am so grateful. People have shared with me the histories of their families and their continuing concerns about the situation inside Armenia and surrounding region. And over the past 2 years, Azerbaijan's military invasion and occupation of Nagorno-Karabakh, known as Artsakh, has been particularly painful. It has been horrific. It is important that the United States and the international community work together to hold Azerbaijan accountable for its ethnic cleansing and forced displacement of ethnic Armenians from their homes. And it is important, quite frankly, that we be louder and more forceful in our advocacy, because I believe, like I know all of you believe, that if the United States of America stands for anything, we need to stand out loud and foursquare for human rights. And I am proud. I am proud to be an original co-sponsor of many bills to hold Azerbaijan accountable, including the Artsakh Revenue Recovery Act, which will be championed by our colleague from California, Congressman Schiff. But more importantly, I believe each of us needs to be talking about what has happened to ethnic Armenians who were forcibly displaced from their homes. We need to demand that they be compensated for the loss of their livelihoods, homes, businesses, finances. Nothing can truly compensate or make up for losing one's home, losing a way of life. But Azerbaijani assets should be seized and used for the purposes of compensating these Armenians. And we also need to be pressing our leaders to guarantee a just and equitable peace in the region that upholds the sovereignty and dignity of Armenia and guarantees its security from further Azeri aggression. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank all of you for the kindnesses that you have shown me over the years, for helping to educate me and other members of Congress about the realities that Armenians are facing. I am honored to be able to be here to say a few words, but again, I am and always will be your friend. Thank you so very much.